Yo, what's up, guys? The Insane Game Freak here. I know it's been like a week since I've updated because obviously adjusting a new job and stuff, and it's been fun and stuff. Ironically, I jumped back onto the second channel comments real quick, and right before I recorded this video, I read something along the lines of how he doesn't believe that the majority of the stuff I said I was gonna do, like keeping up with the channel, keeping up with anime, I won't do because I won't care to after a while because I have a full-time job. Ironically, the full-time job gives me the opportunity to watch anime. That won't really make sense within context. Let's just say breaks are a wonderful thing. Which also works out awesomely, especially considering a lot of these new shows I'm watching on a weekly basis. And then if I want to marathon a show that I already have, like I own, I'll just do that on the weekend because I still get weekends off. And I can also take off vacation and all that other stuff. So, with that being said, this video is really more about Blood Lad because I put an article out on my website and I wanted to make a video. Plus, I need to make a video for this channel, which I have not yet done. I will admit though that whole, doing a 9 to 5 job really fucks up your time schedule for what you want to do in terms of other stuff, especially if you're tired afterwards. And I was today because I came up from the gym. So I'm trying to figure out how to micromanage that, but that's a different point for another time. I'm gonna wreck it. Yeah, I knew that was coming, so fuck it. This video is about Blood Lad. Viz was cool enough to be like, hey, we finished dubbing Blood Lad and it comes out. I don't know when it comes out. Let me go see when it comes out. Wow, I'm just getting fucking messages up the ass. I think Blood Lad comes out in like the next 2 months or so, I believe. Whoa. Okay. So apparently Right Stuff has changed their background for the page and it confused me. Like it always does. Anyways, they let's see, Blood Lad. All right. They decided to release all the dub episodes for a limited time on Hulu and Viz Anime, which I just call Hulu because it's using a Hulu player. So essentially, you can go watch like the entire series in dub English. The only thing you're not watching is the OVA. The OVA you actually have to buy the box set to get in English, which comes out in September. So essentially, you get to watch the dub and preview the entire dub about 2 months in advance. So that's pretty fucking awesome. I also already pre-ordered it. They're actually doing Blu-ray DVD combos, and I'm curious to see how Viz handles it because it's not a chipboard box set, but it does include. Oh no, it is a chipboard box set. I'm lying. I'm looking at the description. For some reason, I didn't think it was a fucking. Oh, and there's outtakes on here. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know, and people don't understand. The one thing I kind of hate is that, like, Funimation, I don't know if they do it on other DVDs. Most of the stuff I bought recently for Funimation, they don't do the outtakes anymore, which is always kind of disappointing. Because listen, outtakes are funny as hell to me. And maybe it's just because I'm the kind of guy I am, but outtakes are hilarious. But that's besides the fucking point. If I'm gonna leave the link in the description for you to go check out the Blood Lad dub if you want to, for as long as they're keeping it up. They haven't actually set up a time and how long they're gonna keep it up. They just have it up right now, and it's been about a week, I think. Yeah, about a week. I'm also a little pissed off because the Mayo Chiki dub, Sentai has already put out on the Anime Network, but I don't have a subscription to the Anime Network, so I can't watch it. God damn it! No. I'm serious. I want to at least hear the first episode. Damn it! I don't need the entire series, just the first episode. I'll be content with the first episode. Granted, I don't think the first episode does a great enough job considering Kanoe's personality changes throughout the series, but that's besides the point. So I guess I'll give my first impressions on the Blood Lad dub. As far as I know, Bryce Papenbrook is playing Staz. I know Johnny Young Bosch is playing Braz, which is Staz's older brother. Those are the two I remember the most, particularly just because they're big names. Well, Bryce I've been hearing a lot of because of the whole. He's in Dora. He's in. I think he's playing the main character in Attack on Titan. He's playing Blue Exorcist. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. I had it in my brain and it just dropped out. fuck. Point is, Bryce Papenbrook has gotten relatively popular within recent times, particularly probably the last few years. And I don't give a fuck because I like his voice. And he actually does a really good Staz. And then granted, I think when I first heard him as Staz, I was kind of like, when I first heard he was cast as Staz, I was kind of like, well, that's probably a character I could see him playing anyway, so it's not that too far-fetched. And then you hear it. It's actually a gruffer voice than what you usually, because I guess Bryce probably gets the same complaint Johnny Youngbosch gets, which is the whole, oh, your voice sounds the same in every role you play, which people don't understand. Johnny's voice can kind of work for being like a badass and a trolling dick. That's why he can play Ichigo and Izaya. And they feel different, even though technically it's the same voice. Staz's voice isn't so different that you couldn't tell the difference between, this voice and his Ren voice, or his Kita voice is more like I don't give a fuck mode, because Kita's like that a lot of the time, except for like the later half. But his Staz voice is really funny. As far as the other characters like Fuyumi and Hydra or Belle, I call her Hydra because that's the family name, but technically her name is just Belle. Hydra Belle. Belle and Fuyumi's voices feel like they should have switched. Like Fuyumi's Japanese voice is the high pitched one, whereas Belle's is more of the, and this is gonna sound dumb because I can't really give you a specific context on it. The more cat sounding like voice, like she has that voice that kind of hits that same pitch as like the yeah voice. You hear? I don't know how to describe it. She has kind of a troll-ish voice. Yeah, that's almost the best way to describe it. She has a troll voice, and apparently I think cats are trolls in Japan. Actually, they are trolls in Japan. Don't let them fool you. They'll come out there and eat your soul. But yeah, like in English, they switched it. So Hydra has the high-pitched voice, and Fuyumi has more of a, I'm not going to say monotone, but the more kind of normal pitched voice, and it comes off kind of weird because I'm not used to that. But from what I heard, it sounds fine. The only character I don't think I've heard too much from is Wolf, and that's only because the episodes I decided to watch were my favorites, which are the ones at the end. Liz sounds okay. I love the way Staz's little henchmen, Yoshida and Deku. Son, Deku has like that gangster voice, and it's like that mobster voice, and I love it. Like I love the voice. I don't know why, it's a cool voice. I don't know. Also, I like Yoshida's voice too. Like in general, I like the cast as a whole. Even the voices I haven't heard too much of, I like the voices. Like the ones that show up at the end of the anime, like the police officer characters, like the one with the glasses and the one who chews bubblegum, but she doesn't kick ass. See what I did there? No, you can't even give me a pity laugh. Well, fuck you. I ain't having that shit. If you get where that's from, you get a digital cookie. Because I don't think I've ever mentioned that I watched this dude before. So if you get the reference, and you get a cookie. But overall, I think the dub is pretty good, and you can go watch it for free on Hulu. You don't have to pay for Hulu. So I suggest doing that. The only problem is, no matter, even if you have ad blocker on, you're still going to have to sit through an ad space. So even if you don't have ad blocker on, it's still going to be that whole 60-second where you're pretty much waiting. The only difference is if you have ad blocker on, you're looking at a black screen, or them asking you to enable ads, or if you have it off, you're looking at ads. Personally, I just rather look at the black screen because I fucking hate ads. That's why I rather have subscription services, because fuck ads, like dead ass. But that's essentially my thoughts on the Bloodlight dub. If you go watch it on Hulu, please tell me your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Do you think this is a cool idea for other companies to start doing, where they just kind of leave it out there for a few? I mean, granted, the problem with this is that it allows, I mean, I've already seen it. The Bloodlight dub has been torrented. Like, people have already ripped it off Hulu. Dead ass. Like, I can go look on the torrent site right now. They already got it off the torrent site. So that's the problem with doing this. But the cool thing is that it allows people who can't afford the DVD to get a shot at watching the anime. They just gotta be really fucking quick about it. But I don't know. What do you think? Or do you think what they should do Let's put like the first 2 episodes in English. Funimation used to do that and they stopped. Like now they just kind of put up dub clips, which are effective. I'm just saying, I would like maybe like a dub episode, like the first episode. I don't think there'd be a problem with that, but Well, then again, Funimation has a subscription service, so you don't really have an excuse there. But I like to buy Funimation products. I don't want to pay for a subscription service for things I'm going to end up buying anyway. Meh, gah. So, anyways, please send me your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been the Vlogs Again from your boy Terrell, and I'll catch you guys later.